What it do? This Step Boogie. You already know I'm representing Blunt Rap ENT. Shout out to the LDBC. And this is another video for the playlist Blunt Rap Sports TV. And we in the aftermath of Terence Crawford versus Sean Porter. I had a good video put together, but before the fight, it was called It's the Moment of Truth for Terence Crawford, but I couldn't upload it in time. Nobody fault but mine because I waited at the last minute, and then the Wi-Fi where I was at was fucking up. But I wish I could have heard it because everything I asked him to do, he had did. He beat Sean Porter decisively, in my opinion. You know, I seen they was talking about the scorecards. It was a little even, and I think they was, because where we was at, shout out to Premier Lounge. We just had the music rocking. We couldn't really hear the commentary. But I think they was saying Andre Ward had Sean Porter head and shit like that. I don't know, man. From what I seen, it looked like Bud pretty much dominated. He looked like when he was hitting Sean Porter, it was doing more damage. You can see from the body language, you know. But we in the aftermath of Terence Crawford versus Sean Porter. Bud, shocking, devastating news. He made it known. He put it out there for the record that he will be moving forward with his career. He ain't fucking with Bob Erm. So to me, him even putting that out there on the public stage, it should be no barriers, no reason for Bud Crawford to be not fighting Errol Spence Jr. next. The only fights, like, to me, I love the sport. Like, I feel like it's one more fight that need to be made before the big fight. And I feel Errol needs to handle Ugas. And Keith Thurman gonna have to come out of hiding. Keith Thurman gonna have to either fight Errol, because I don't think Errol should have to come right to Bud. Milk it up a little bit. Errol gonna have to either fight Keith Thurman or Ugas. I mean, Keith Thurman is gonna have to fight Errol or Bud. Like we gotta leave no doubt. If we saying Bud Crawford and Errol Spence is the two best, then it needs to be no doubt. They need to fight for all the marbles. And I know everybody gonna say, man, fuck that, we need to see it next. No, they should have been doing what they was supposed to beforehand, and then it wouldn't have to be like that. But nah, the best need to, it's another champion in welterweight, and Bud or Errol haven't fought him. So how can we prove, just because we say it's Errol or Bud? No, niggas didn't think Buster Douglas was gonna beat Mike. So with that being said, I believe Bud and Errol for legacy should be, and I got enough belief that they can make it to the finish line. It's like a tournament. You got Keith Thurman, who only got beat in his career by Manny Pacquiao, who's a legend. And you got Ugas, who lost to Sean Porter, who both you niggas beat. But he beat Pacquiao decisively. Made him retire. Keith Thurman couldn't do that. Even though Ugas is fighting a Pacquiao that had a 2-year layoff, and I'm willing to bet Keith Thurman put damage on him. It is what it is, though. We got Ugas out there, and we got Keith Thurman. Bud and Errol need to figure out who get who. Terence, you either fight Keith Thurman, or you fight Ugas. Period. In my opinion, I feel that Bud needs to fight Ugas and let Errol and Keith Thurman really in their rivalry. You can put ego aside. Y'all keep talking about this for the fans. Okay. If it's for the fans, whether Keith Thurman been a jerk or not, their names need to fight each other for this era, because the era is closing. It's about to be new niggas. You see how fast time that went by? Them niggas is about to be, and Bud and Errol are the two that's standing for real. But it ain't all the way. Danny Garcia done fought everybody. Sean Porter done fought everybody. So they what you call glorified gatekeepers. I broke that down yesterday. Former champions or title holders. I call them title holders. And when you a multi-division title holder, like a Danny Garcia, it's prestige. But I don't view them niggas as champions.
Right.
Well, maybe Danny at 140 was a champ. Neither one of them niggas was true champions at welterweight. They were great title holders. And when you were a nigga willing to fight everybody and make everybody look, you know what I'm saying? Danny and Sean Porter really deserve a lot of credit for what they've done by fighting everybody. But unfortunately, they fought everybody and didn't win them all. They eliminated. There's nobody else for them niggas to fight. That's why Sean Porter announced his retirement last night. You can't, this shit hurt. Boxing hurts. Nah, the shit hurt. Like a nigga, cause it's like a game. Sean Porter know it's nothing left for him. He's not even gonna get the real opportunity. Yesterday's price, he can't say yesterday's price is not today's price. His price probably went down naturally because it's no more suspense. His last suspense was, the test was for Bud. Bud rise to the occasion, the first person to stop Porter, they eliminated. They have to eliminate Ugas and eliminate Keith Thurman. And then they make that fight. Point blank period. That's the only fight that they can make if they not fighting each other. I don't believe they need to fight each other next. And that's what I'm going to title the jump. I don't believe Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence should be next. And here's why. That's what the title going to be. Point blank period. I'm about to get on my boxing shit and let these niggas know I know what I'm talking about. Let the best fight the best when they prove it. Errol and Bud fighting each other is not proving they the best. If they fight next, y'all, we'll be hypocrites. Yeah, Keith Thurman did the dumb shit. Fuck it. He begging now. Just make that motherfucker. It's 70-30. It is what it is. But he have to be for. We have to know. I want to know who's the best. I don't want to assume anymore. And y'all act like Pacquiao truly dominated Keith Thurman. He beat him because Keith Thurman was really playing catch up because he got knocked down early. But Pacquiao took some punishment as well in that fight. Go back and look at that fight and cut off the commentary. Keith Thurman is a bad motherfucker is what I'm really saying. Who let his career go to shit. But he's still out there. So, yeah, I see. But that's what I feel, man. I think they could pick, man. And sometimes, man, this shit business, man. Errol and Bud should be best friends right now until it's time to fight. And that ain't nothing wrong with that. Really plan this shit out. Make the legacy worth it. Hey, look. We gonna work with each other in the sense of we gonna know how to promo. Hey, where I need to be. Oh, you gonna be at this game? I'm coming at the game. We could get some promo. We could get some shit talking at the game. Fuck it. Let's get the NBA involved in it. Now you got the NBA commentators talking about it. Come on, man. Y'all gotta step this shit up, man. Vince McMahon was a hell of a motherfucker when he was back in the day because we wanted to see The Undertaker versus Hulk Hogan. We wanted to see Ultimate Warrior versus Macho Man Randy Savage. And they was talking shit. Cash, shit. But they gonna have to get with each other and be like, hey, look, either way, the better both of us do makes the fight bigger. And we know if we fight each other it's big, but how can we get it for all the marbles, for the legacy? We got to take care of these two niggas. Why? Ugas has a belt. You take him out the way, now all belts are secured. That's undisputed. Bud got a belt. Errol got 2 belts. Ugas got 1 belt. Somebody take that belt. So you got the name versus the belt. Keith Thurman, Errol versus Keith Thurman or Errol versus Keith Thurman or Bud versus Keith Thurman. Either one of those fights will be bigger than against Ugas, because Keith Thurman, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes belts don't matter because Keith Thurman's name. But either way, both of them is in a win-win, because if they fight Ugas, it's a big fight because it's a unification. Because it's champion versus champion. Keith Thurman don't have a belt right now, but he's a former unified champ who only lost 1. That's a hell of a name to have on your resume. So either way, they got to decide. But, hey, I take out this nigga, you take out Thurman. If y'all truly the best. And I'm going to be honest. Throw some excitement. How big? I bet, Al Heyman, I have a challenge for you. I hope you listen. I have a challenge for you, Al Heyman. Since Bud, I bet, can y'all do a show? Because they act like it's money. Fuck it, I'm going to challenge you motherfuckers. Were Errol and Bud on the same fight card? One of them fighting Keith Thurman? See, you can't do that. It's too big. That's too many niggas you got to pay. I take it back. But can you imagine that? Errol versus Ugas and then Bud versus Thurman and all that shit is on the same card. At least do them a month apart. That's what I'll be planning for right the fuck now.
And really promote that shit.
And really promote it. Have one of them in March, one of them in February. Or one of them in March, one of them in April. And Bud and Errol, if they could be victorious, they meet at the end of 2022. Get it popping, baby. Like right when the summer about to end, where the weather's still good. That's the next 2. And remember I told you that. I know boxing. Remember I told you. For that fight, it has to be no doubt. It's no point for them to fight. And then after that, you still got Keith Thurman and another champion. It's not worth it. So it's a fight to be made before, you know. No bullshit. Straight up. Straight up. That's it, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. We're going to have more boxing videos coming, man. I'm on my shit. More sports shit, period. I'm on my shit. So we about to have that coming. Make sure y'all subscribe. BluntRapENT. Make sure y'all follow us on all our social media platforms. BluntRapENT, IG, BluntRapENT.com. Hey, we gonna start this shit early. The Cash App, BluntRapENT. Money sign, BluntRapENT. Donate to the page, man. We trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can help out a lot with these donations, especially if you feel like we got good content. And it's up to me to keep being as consistent as I can to really get people to really feel like they want to support. So, you know, even if y'all don't support the first go around, man, if y'all end up listening to our videos and consistently like what y'all hear, shoot us that Cash App, man. Shoot that shit to us.